Alex Romanov will be signing a contract with Montreal Canadiens sometime soon. It's all going to depend, apparently, upon whether or not the league is going to start playing games again. If they do, Romanov should be in the lineup for any games played. And if they don't, then he'll be here for the next training camp. So he'll sign a 3-year ELC. That's been reported. His agent, Dan Milstein, has said, I've got to hear a quote from him, he's definitely coming. He's coming to the NHL to be, or he's coming, hang on a second. He's coming to be an NHL player. It's just a matter of when. And by that he means the just a matter of when is depending on what's going to happen. Whether he's going to be here to finish the 2019-20 season or not. Now, if he does finish the 2019-20 season with Montreal, it does burn up 1 year of the ELC contract. Not a great thing, but I don't think teams are really that interested, or I don't think they care as much about that anymore as they used to. I think the magic number now is the 40-game mark. If they play 40 games in that season, then what happens is they're UFA 1 season earlier than they might have been. And that could be a problem for a team. So, yeah, but it's not a huge problem. I don't think at this point Montreal cares about that. I think they just want to get him into the lineup ASAP, and I've got that there. Habs will want him here ASAP. You can expect that he will be a third line, I wrote it here somewhere. He'll be a third pairing defenseman. I would think that's where he's going to start. I don't think you want to start, especially, depending on how the NHL might come back and whether Montreal makes the playoffs or not, because there's an expanded format for the playoffs. You don't want to throw a young kid like that, top pairing defenseman. I don't think that's really a good thing to do, especially if you have hopes to do any damage in the playoffs. It might not be a good thing to do. Now, granted, there's players that can do that and have done that, but it's kind of rare. So he'll be a third pairing defenseman. Just to go over, he was drafted in the second round of the 2018 draft. He's progressed steadily since being drafted, and he is largely seen as being one of the best players to come out of that draft when he's an NHLer. So I think when you take a look back, you know how people are doing videos where they redrafting to whatever year draft, and then you get 5-6 years later, you can look back and see, oh well, the busts and the guys that made it that might have been drafted later on, they should have been drafted earlier, and he's going to be one of those guys where he's going to look back and draft him earlier. So thank God that didn't happen, and we get him. If he turns out to be one of those players, a good thing we got him way before anybody else. And apparently, now this is a bit of an older quote, I believe, but I think it still stands, is that many people in the hockey world consider him to be, if not the best player, one of the best players that aren't already playing in the NHL. Let's see, did I forget anything? I guess just something kind of funny is that apparently Mark Bergevin, Trevor Timmins, their nickname for him is the Destroyer. I guess because of the way he back checks and he hits hard for his. He's not a huge guy, but he hits hard. Knows how to hit. Knows how to use the leverage of his body and his stick and all that to do damage. So yeah, that's their nickname for him. I don't know if that helped him want to come to Montreal, that they've already got a nickname for him and all that stuff, but I think it, as much as it was kind of up in the air, I don't know. I think he was on a target to make the NHL, to be an NHL player, and I don't think that really mattered. People who were concerned about the last season that his KHL team didn't play him a lot and had him on a lower pairing, it's kind of been figured out. It's not 100% confirmed, and it probably never will be, but that because they knew he was leaning to the NHL and not to re-signing with them, they didn't have any invested interest in developing him that much further, I guess, and they played him on a lower pairing for that reason. That's what it's been surmised. It kind of makes a lot of sense. So, and apparently, I guess that would mean that, yeah, he's had the attitude that he's going to be an NHLer. He showed it when he came to camp last season, where he knew he couldn't play, still wanted to be with the guys and be around. That he was allowed to do, and he did that. And I think that kind of showed that he was going to be coming to Montreal. So I think that's it. I don't think anything I can add there. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up. And while you're on the way down there to do that, there's a subscribe button, and you can, if you haven't already, subscribe, ring that notifications bell. It's going to get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talking Habs. There's also a comment section down there. Please leave me any comments about Alex Romanov, what you think might happen here, what you think of everything of the video, what you think of the video, whatever you think in the comment section, and I read them all. So thanks everybody for watching. Please stay safe, stay at home. Let's get through this, and peace out, y'all. See you next video.